I don't even know how many horses I have. I think around 30. So this will also be a horse counter video, but let's go through all of the registered names of my horses. I think there's only one that doesn't have one, so we'll get to her. But along with their barn names, horses have to have a registered name within their association they're registered with. Most of my horses are registered through AQHA, which is the American Quarter Horse Association. I also have some Jockey Club registered mares because they were thoroughbred racehorses. And I have one American Paint Horse registered. So we'll go through, those registered names have to be completely unique. There cannot be two of the same kind, which is why they're kind of a little funky. So this is Annie. We bred her. We bought an embryo from a past boarder, and so she was raised here. Her name is Hot Pistol Annie. So Annie, we like to put their barn names in there if we can. So please don't leave that in there. So Hot Pistol Annie and her son, Mr. Huckleberry, we woke him up from his nap. So he was napping. Huckleberry's name is RS, son of a gun. And now you'll notice all of the babies that we bred after Annie, their names start with RS for running springs. She's also breathing hard because she just came in from outside. It's really hot here. So we might do a little hose off. Kind of early on, this is Phoebe. She's a recip mare. She came to us last year pregnant with her foal from a recip facility, and so she actually only had a number assigned to her. We don't know if she's registered in the past. We don't know if she has a registered name. She's my only horse in the entire barn that doesn't have one, so her number she came with was PB 106, which led us to name her Phoebe. So we don't know at this point. She's what you would consider a grade mare. Grade meaning unregistered. And then her baby, who's almost close to weaning, this is Dallas, and we call him RS Wanted in Dallas. You got a cool name. This is Opal. She is also a recip mare. She is a thoroughbred. She actually won over $100,000 on the racetrack. So she is registered with the Jockey Club as Jersey Hottie. So I got her, and she had a different barn name, but we already had that barn name in use, and she had such a beautiful white coat. We named her Opal, and so it doesn't really go with her registered name, but Jersey Hottie. Now this pretty girl, Maggie, we've had for a couple years. She's another recip off-the-track thoroughbred. She did race not very well, and her name is Brenda's Doll, which I loved because that's my grandma's name, Brenda, so I loved it. But Brenda's Doll, Maggie, again, doesn't really go with her barn name, but that's her Jockey Club registered name. Okay, and next up is Charlotte. So Charlotte is one of those that we definitely derived from her registered name. So she's also an off the track, or no, I guess not off the track. She never made it to the track. She is a Jockey Club registered thoroughbred. So her registered name is Morrow Charlotte. Morrow Charlotte. And then my only paint horse, we actually have a paint registered baby, but only exclusively APHA registered horse is Bo. So he was bred here, and I don't know the specific story around it, but his name was supposed to be Bodacious Legacy. It's spelled Bodeous Legacy. So B-O-D-E-O-U-S, Bodeous Legacy. So I don't know. But anyway, that's his name. He's been here 25 years. Don't make fun of him. This is Rikki, AKA Gone Commando. I love her name. Some of these names are so fun, and then you get to use them when they have babies and try to like incorporate their name into their baby's name. So we could really have fun with her future baby names. But Rikki, Gone Commando, she is one of our brood mares. She has her own babies. She's a very successful show horse. So she's AQHA registered. So we got to figure out what we're going to name that baby that's coming out. This is Erlene. Erlene is one of our brood mares. She had a baby this past year, but it's been weaned so far. So she is an accomplished show horse in AQHA, and her name is Red Carpet Debut. Yeah. She's a perfect example of using one of their moms, a really strong dam line, to put in their name. So her dam's name is Red Carpet Rita. Very successful, very prolific hunter under saddle mare. So she's carrying on that legacy. Gracie is one of our recip mares, and she's bred very differently than anything we have. So she is registered, but she's registered and has cutting bloodlines. So she has more cow horse, short, squatty, as you can see, bloodlines. She carries babies for our other mares, usually just Beyoncé. So her registered name is Me a Joker. So when she came, her name was Mia, but she just looked like a Gracie, and that's been a long time ago, so she's Gracie. And then her pipsqueak over here, who's almost as tall as she is, this is Knox. He is sired by VS Code Red and out of Beyoncé, K and Brandy Girl. We'll see her later. His registered name, we wanted to go with something completely off from his parents. It is R.S. John E. Knoxville. R.S. John E. Knoxville. This is one of my yearlings. This is Molly, so she's about 1.5 years old at this point. Her registered name, we had a different one, okay? So I told everyone that I was registering her as a totally different name, and everyone hated it. So her new registered name, this is like the reveal. People don't know this. Her new registered name goes along with both of her parents and just slaps them together. It is R.S. Gumdrop Machine. This is another one of my yearlings, a lot bigger than the last one. She's a hunt seater, so her mama will meet later. She's literally identical to her mom, and you'll see why we named her this after you see her sister and her mom. But her name is R.S. Copycat with K's. Copycat. I think that's going to be amazing in the show ring. Daphne. So we didn't really go with her barn name because we could have done something with Daphne maybe, but it's R.S. Copycat. And so since we're doing this, I'll just show you her sister. So her older sister, Penelope, is 1 year older than her. She is at training right now, and they have the same mom but different dads. And I decided to name her sister something that goes along with her mom's name as well. So sister Penelope right here, who's at training and not on property, her name is R.S. Crazy Cat Lady with K's. Ethel's one of our recent mares now, was once one of our brood mares. And so she is a AQHA registered past show horse. Her name is all one word. It's definitely an example of the fact that sometimes you only have so many characters. I think in AQHA you have 20 characters to fit the name in. And so her name is Flash Me a Good One. Flash Me a Good One, AKA Ethel. Okay, next up is one of my amazing brood mares named Kennedy. Her name is VS the First Lady. So her name doesn't match her registered name, like her barn name, but it's the same theme, right? So Kennedy, VS the First Lady. It follows up with her mom having Lady in that mare lineage. Like all of them have like Cool Crimson Lady, Cool Looking Lady, like all these lady names. And then VS from VS Code Red, who's her sire. So VS the First Lady. Ginger doesn't deserve nice things, so this is her lead rope, but Ginger is one of our brood mares, but she was also bred here, so she's born and raised on this property. Her name goes along with her barn name. So her name is RS Code Ginger. So what was cool is because we did that, her past baby we named RS Code Fred because it went along with VS Code Red. Anyway, I love to see if it's something totally different or if it utilizes their parents' names. So RS Code Ginger. You're kind of sweaty, you know that? We're on to a lot of my big ladies, my big women, my big brood mares. We love them. So this is Trudy, and you're gonna understand why her babies were named what they were. Her name is Cattails Are Blazing. Cat with a K. And that's one of those lineages that I think it's so cool when people, you know, use their dam line names instead of always just focusing on the sire. So her grandmother was named the Catwoman with a K, and she's super prolific, super amazing, amazing producer, has some incredible show horses that go directly to her. And so all of the mares that come from them have had cat in their name, which is awesome. So Cattails Are Blazing. I told you, the big mares all in a row. So this is Sophie. Sophie's name is Ima Riding Solo. So I think we could do some really fun things because she's being bred to VS Code Red, like Red Solo Cup. I don't know, just throwing that out there. Some cool stuff. So Sophie is Ima Riding Solo. She's a very accomplished show horse in the past, and now she's one of my brood mares. This beautiful lady's name is Raven. She is one of our recip mares. She is an interesting case because she is registered, but she's registered with the half quarter horse registry. So her dam, meaning her mother, was unregistered. She was a grade mare, but her sire was registered. So I don't really know what that allows her to do registered wise, but her registered name is PC Paint It Black. Next up is one of my Jockey Club registered mares. This is Willow. So she was actually a racehorse. She won, I think, over $40,000 on the track. And she's now one of our recip mares to be. So she'll be bred this coming year. Her name derived from her registered name. So when I got her, her registered name, I found out was Willie U. So just Willie and the letter U. And I was like, you know what? Your name's got to be Willow. You're so gorgeous and tall and beautiful. It fits. So Willow, AKA Willie U. This is my introduction to thoroughbred love. This is my first thoroughbred ever. This is Indy. I've had her for, I believe, 4 years. I rescued her from a kill pen. So she is an ex-racehorse. So she's an off-the-track thoroughbred. And her registered name with the Jockey Club is La India Elegant, which is where Indy came from. I don't know if it's La or if it's just L-A, India Elegant. I've never known what to say, but that's her name. This is Happy. She is one of our brood mares slash recip mares. She kind of does both. So she's carrying her own baby this year, but she carried another mare's baby last year. So her name is She's Got Me Flatlining, all one word. And I mean, honestly, with those looks, with that face, she kind of does make your heart kind of skip a little bit, you know? So she's got... Okay, I'm dead then. I'm dead from her beauty. She's got me flatlining. And then her baby this year, like I said, is from a different mare. So how we came up with her name, her mother's name is Marilyn Monroe. That's her registered name. And her sire is VS Code Red. And I was like, we got to do something again with the damn line. I'm obsessed with like ode to the mamas, right? So her name is going to be RS Marry a Millionaire, because then it has Millie in it too. RS Marry a Millionaire, all one word. And now to our tiniest broodmare, which is Beyoncé. Her name has nothing to do with her barn name. Beyoncé has nothing to do with the fact that her name is KM Brandy Girl. So just like how we do RS for Running Springs, KM, other farms also do it as a prefix. So that is Ken and Marilyn Masterson, who have Masterson Farms, who owned her sire, R.L. Best of Sudden. So KM Brandy Girl. This is Waylon, AKA RS, way too cool. So he's a 3-year-old that we bred here on the property. He does have a couple of soundness issues to the point where he's probably not gonna be a show horse, but we gotta make sure he lives a good life still. So his best friend, Wally here, who he's babysitting, is my yearling stallion prospect, and he didn't have anyone to hang out with. So ergo, Waylon. That brings us to Walter. Okay, Walter, AKA Wally, my yearling stallion prospect. His mother's Indy, La Indy Elegant, and his sire is Full Metal Jacket. So his name is RS Black Ice, which is super cool because his mom's dam is Icy and Elegant. So there's like a little bit of something from his dam line. I'm obsessed with the dam line. With the dam line. So RS way too cool. And RS Black Ice. Speaking of Wally, Wally has a full sister who's not here on the property, so we will go ahead and put a picture here of her, Weezy. So she was one of our 2022 foals. Her name is RS Full of Elegance. I wanted to take a little bit of both parents. So Full Metal Jacket, La India Elegant, RS Full of Elegance. And the weanlings that are outside right now. So this is Noelle, our oldest yearling. No, so sorry. Well, she technically kind of is a yearling. She was born right before January 1st. But our oldest weanling, Noelle, her name is RS Red E or Not. It kind of encompasses both of her parents' names because of Code Red. VS Code Red is her sire. And then her mom, we call Big E. And she was born way too early. So RS Red E or Not. We got 2 weaners right here just licking on a salt block. So this one's Kirby, RS Curb Appeal. We went away from her parents' names and we decided to just do something with some pizzazz. So KIRB Appeal, RS Curb Appeal, because she's just so pretty. Ruby wants to be with her friend Noelle, so I'm like holding her against her will right now. This is RS Ruby Red Slippers.
That's good.
Isn't it good? It's good. Mwah. Yeah, Miss Ruby Red Slippers. You can go with your friend now. You happy? Okay.
That's RS Dale.
RS Dale. This one, we wanted to do something a little bit different too. So we didn't go with any of his parent names. We went straight with his barn name. So his name is RS Have You Met Ted? Have you, letter U, met Ted? He just wants his salt. So that's fine. Another horse that's off property is one of our yearlings named Seven. So Seven's at the vet right now in Knoxville. Here he is. He's so cute, so stinking cute. And because of his specific story, and we actually haven't even registered him yet, but the name we would register him with is RS Against All Odds. And last but not least, we got to do the stallions. So we're going to save the best for last. The next stallion that we're going to talk about is First Things First. He is my young stallion named Denver. We are still showing him and proving him and kind of following along his journey as a baby stallion. We're awaiting his first babies in 2026. So we're very, very excited about him. Picture here of his beautiful face. So Denver, AKA First Things First. He is the son of Kennedy, which is VS the First Lady, which is why First Things First. Anyway, yeah. And last but not least, we got to talk about the big guy, VS Code Red. So his name is significant because he is the son of one of the most decorated, prolific mares in the AQHA industry history, who was Vital Signs Are Good. So her stallion, so pretty much all of her progeny have VS at the beginning to stand for vital signs, and then that has become such a piece of AQHA breeding, the performance horse breeding. So VS Code Red, he has other siblings that have similar names like VS Flatline, VS Code Blue, that kind of thing. But VS Code Red, AKA Waylon. Hope you enjoyed all of these names put together, all these registered names. They're all so unique. Some of them are a little funny. Some of them really fit the horse, and I would love to hear which one is your favorite. But also, I want to know which one's your least favorite. That's what I want to know too. So let me know if you have any questions, and stay tuned for more videos.